Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects, in one of the greatest amphitheatres in this part of the world, the Estadio Más Monumental. The action has already started. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Sané. Camavinga. Martinez is onto this. Real chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Some good work on the right flank here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gullit stood his ground strongly. Mbappe finds himself offside. Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Doku. Doku going face-to-face with his great rival. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Mbappe has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Tchouameni. Neymar. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, delightful ball. This looks promising. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Camavinga, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Pedri. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Decent progress down the left. That's an excellent interception.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it.
And a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Gullit clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Sané. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gullit producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Well read, nice interception. Bellingham, who's set up one goal so far. And here's Mbappe. And it's Bellingham. Mbappe! Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Indonesia finding their passes. Oh, that's neat. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, Dogged defence on the other. Hernandez. No, that's been intercepted. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Chouameni. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And a chance! No mistake! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Indonesia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Pedri. And it's Pedri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the first half is done. So your views on the first half?
Indonesia certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Indonesia ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. Here we go again. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Now, can they get him away? And that's a simple one for the keeper. Hernandez. Camavinga.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's made its way to him. Played out to the right. And he's being shifted off it. They get a throw in. Oh, it's come loose. Rodri. Oh, there's a probing ball. Hakimi. And it's Rodri. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Neymar, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Neymar. Now, oh, he's been caught on it here. Koundé gets it clear. And it's Bellingham.
La cantidad de espectadores de
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
60.179.
Indonesia are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And this is Hullet. Well timed, excellent interception. Now, what about a counter-attack? It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Hakimi. Sané. Stood up well to him there. Mbappe. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That looks a decent ball. Chouameni, Gullit has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps...
And the finish! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. A case now of complete control. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Sane in with the challenge. Indonesia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Mbappe! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Bellingham! Argentina are looking to go forward now. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Camavinga. Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. Shifted it to the flank. Camavinga. Indonesia are closing in on a comfortable win. Passing nice and neat. Some really good ball movement. And that's been won straight back. Hakimi. Looking for options for movement. Eze. Mbappe. Over to the left. Played back into the centre. That'll be a throw-in. And they've switched it over to the other side. Ibrahimovic looking to penetrate opposition lines. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's in a great position here. He's shifting through the gears here. Chouameni. Bellingham is the distributor-in-chief. And that is as far as it goes. Indonesia pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And we're underway. Milan have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Thuram, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, Jim, Vitor Bayer is, of course, one of the most decorated goalkeepers of all time.
Yeah, and there's no doubt that he was one of Europe's very best. His career stats certainly back that up as well. I really like that confidence he has about him. There's a swagger at play.
And that's really well manoeuvred. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Hullet. Now, can they get him away? Chance, surely! He's delivered all right! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Chouameni. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Neymar, backward it goes. Mbappe! It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he welcomes it in. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Mbappe unable to make it happen. Pedri! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's gone direct here. Pedri with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Chouameni is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, he's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And he is just ripping it up. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's made its way to him. Threads one in. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Half an hour played now. Rijkaard. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And it's Neymar. Lovely, now then. Shot a goal! Goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh no, it's a quick one. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Neymar, and he's in. He's having a shot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
It's become a case of men against boys.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bellingham, looking tidy in possession here. Rijkaard. Tries to play it through. Neymar! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Pedri, he's on it, can he get away? And he's it, there's the shot! And it's come back out to him. Oh, terrible pass. And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
That's a decent clearance. Now that looks a decent ball. Ball driven towards the far post. And he's there to clear it. Quality ball. It's a good spell of possession, this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
And it's Tchouaméni. Now it's Gullit. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Rijkaard. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Van Bommel plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Raul. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Gullit. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Now it's Pedri. Neither of these two want to come off second. Can he finish? Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cleared away. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. And this is Raul. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Messi taking charge of the dead ball. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And he's being shifted off it. It's a sharp pass. Over to the left. Now it's Pedri.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Bellingham. And he can clear it away. Van Dijk has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Indonesia finding their passes. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Van Dijk. Oh, what has happened here?
And beyond the
Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's hoisted clear. Mbappe. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely shaped ball. No luck with that dink over the top. So, what can they make of this? Rijkaard. Neymar. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. This looks promising.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's really well manoeuvred. It's a threatening ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicked it back promptly. Van Dijk is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Van Dijk. That's a cute ball. Now goes for a shot! And he's done it!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So off we go once more.
Indonesia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, good ball! Chance, surely! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now this could be a chance. But that has not gone well. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe has been caught there, it's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Neymar! That's a half-decent try.
Neymar.
Certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
It's a pretty loose pass. Van Dijk. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good switch, that.
He's picked his way through.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Decent chance! Lovely bit of skill. And that's gone loose. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That is good alertness. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Pass is just off target. Goes long and straight. Rijkaard. Cannavaro. And it's Van Dijk. Knocks it into space. That ball looks a good one. He's found the way. He's had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Not the most accurate pass. Messi. Mbappe. Indonesia can breathe again. Just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And it's made its way to him. Now, can he find a finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pedri. That's Rijkaard. And here's Hullet. And he thumps it clear. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Van Dijk. Great vision. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rijkaard. 75 minutes played. Bastoni looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Kvaratskhelia. Cannavaro. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Van Bommel. And it's Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. No, that's been intercepted. Hops for safety. Played back to the goalkeeper. Indonesia are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Now it's Mbappe. Hullet. Mbappe. He's got away. Can he finish? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Sostituzione per l'Inter.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 15, il numero 22.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll
Il
do.
numero 13. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Thuram. That's really well cleared.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Rijkaard gets it away. And we're done. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Ricordiamo a tutti I tifosi
So, Jim,
che
how do you reflect on what we've seen?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then.
Rafael van der Vaart will be key here, Peter. I've always admired the way he plays between the lines, having eked it.
He's having a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's gone direct here. Quality ball. Oh, played right into his path. Messi. Van Dijk. It's Pedri. Now it's Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Neymar. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Neymar. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that is one way to stop him. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Baresi. Barcelona finding their passes. Hullet. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. And he was quick to react. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And the pass is intercepted. Pedri. Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's gone backward here. Looking to play him in. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Has a look and plays it forward. Tchouaméni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. So we're still where we started right now. It's a good spell of possession, this. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Neymar. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pedri. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's... And the finish! They've scored! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Indonesia have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And he's heaved it away, and he's quick to snatch it back. Pedri can see things others simply cannot. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Tchouaméni. Neymar. Tries to play it through. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. No, that's been intercepted. Van der Vaart. Now it's Messi. Messi. Good, strong midfield running here. Cleared away. Indonesia are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Van der Vaart. Van der Vaart. This is promising. Well, the defence just about came out. And Messi! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Messi has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Messi, and this is Messi, and the shot! It's in! Barcelona are back in business! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Messi is up, and the referee brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Indonesia are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Los niños que estén interesados en acompañar a los jugadores al saltar al campo pueden informarse en las oficinas del estadio.
And that's the second half started. Now it's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Could move up a gear here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And no, that was never going to make it. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good-looking ball. Chouameni is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. He's a sharp little ball here. Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Bellingham. Van der Vaart. Now Robson. Oh, nice touch. Robson crosses it in. Ferdinand clears it away.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And he's there to belt it away. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Nicely weighted ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Albert Ferrer looking to run onto it. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Messi. Robson. Ambitious ball here. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Thuram. Van Dijk. Spread out to the left. Pedri. Can he get it through? Oh, super ball! Now that is commitment to the cause.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Goes for a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
That's been drilled forward. Robertson looking for the run. And he's there to get it away. Taken back almost at once. Out to the left it goes. And here's Stoichkov.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Big chance! It's there! And they get themselves in front! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20. El dorsal 9.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Messi. El dorsal
Tunisia get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
He's in a good position here. Nesta gets it clear.
El dorsal 21. El dorsal
And reclaimed it in a trice. Now he's off and running. And here's Lewandowski. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
All hands on deck for this one. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Tries a shot! They've scored! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Report shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Koller. Mbappe! Now can he find a fit? And the shot! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago already. So that's it. It is all over. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Neymar taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
It comes as little surprise, Peter, that we find the name of Park Ji-sung on this team sheet.
First name on the team sheet, you would think.
Yeah, and a player with a fantastic engine. I always think that every time you see him, he's just going to run himself into the ground. He'll give everything for the cause, and he always sets the tone for industry.
Mukiele. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And it's Pedri. Chouameni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice... Bullets! Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mukiele. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach.
Oh no, what has happened here? He's picked his way through, and he shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bullet is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. Chouameni. He's found a way past. He's having a go. Missed by a fraction. Mukiele. Still goalless. Rankeando is always looking to break lines. Bebeto looking to penetrate opposition lines. And here's Rivaldo. Played out to the left flank. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, it's a clever-looking ball. Pinches it off him. Neymar. Now it's Hullet. And it's Hullet. That's been slipped through. Chiellini. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And he was alert to it. Chouameni. And he's forced to go back. Jimenez. Played for Chiellini. Pass somewhat off target. Pedri. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And he's managed to get free. Van Dijk does well to get it back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Some good work on the right flank here. Neymar, and here's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he welcomes it in. Neymar really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And this is Rivaldo. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Hullet. And it's Rivaldo. And they've got a throw. Now here's the delivery. Mbappe. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, delightful ball. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
A quick reminder.
Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 33, Silvestre. Number
Here we
7,
go again.
Bebeto.
So the
Coming
first
on the
half
field,
brought no goals.
Number 22, Donadoni. Number 99,
Kimmich spots it and intercepts. Park Ji-sung. So what can they make of this? Good pressure, determined, intense. And he's picked out the run. Kimmich. Mukiele. And it's Mukiele. Donadoni. And here's Haaland. Rivaldo. It's Rivaldo! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Has a look and plays it forward. Haaland. Haaland! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Taken back almost at once. And it's Neymar. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Neymar. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Kimmich producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Oh, it takes a shot! He scores! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Time and again they are repelled.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Van Dijk. Out to the left it goes. Rijkaard.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, that was vital. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Pull it. And he's in on goal. It's Neymar! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Substitution on the field. Number 3.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 8, Rijkaard. Coming on the field, number 10, Messi. Number 11, Rooney. Substitution in
Now
progress.
it's Messi. And the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Gerrard. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Mbappe. Danger averted for now. Cruyff. Real chance here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Van Dijk with the foul. There was plenty of power on that. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Indonesia can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Beckham. Cross to the back post. Terrific header. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Chouameni has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Indonesia have it back and can go again. So much time and space. Big chance! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Jimenez gets it away. Engages and forces him off the ball. Good ball, good take. And he's quick to get it clear again. And there goes the final whistle. Indonesia have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Mbappe claiming the man of the match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.